ChatGPT or chatbot, a generalized pre-trained transformer, is an advanced natural language processing model developed by OpenAI. As a successor to the GPT series, it utilizes a deep learning and artificial intelligence to understand and respond to human language. So this powerful language model has evolved through various versions, each with its distinct features, making it one of the most sophisticated conversational AI systems. In this video, we will discuss what ChatGPT is, its main features, and key differences between its various versions. So what is ChatGPT? ChatGPT is a language model built on the GPT architecture, which is designed to generate human-like text based on the input it receives. It is pre-trained on large corpus of text data to learn grammar, syntax, context, and facts about the world, making it capable of understanding and responding to human language effectively. So the main features of ChatGPT is it has a high quality text generation. ChatGPT can generate high quality text that appears as though it were written by a human. This includes tasks such as writing articles, summarizing content, generating response in a conversation, and more. It also has a context awareness, wherein the model can understand the context of a given text and provide relevant responses. And this enables it to participate in conversation, answer questions, and offer suggestions with contextually appropriate information. Aside from that, it's also a multi-purpose with application. So ChatGPT can be used for various applications, including content creation, translation data, extraction, customer support, virtual assistant, and more, which we'll look at over the next couple of lessons. Aside from that, it's also customizable. Users can fine-tune ChatGPT for a specific task or domains, allowing it to cater to specific needs and industry. And finally, it continuously improves. So OpenAI regularly updates and enhances the ChatGPT model to improve its capabilities, making it more efficient and reliable over the time. Actually, as of the recording of this video, ChatGPT 4 has just been released. Now let's look at the evolution of ChatGPT. So don't get confused because a GPT and a ChatGPT are two different things, and we will look at that on the next slides. Now to visualize this, it's like GPT is the brain and ChatGPT is the mouth that voices out what the brain programs it to say. So GPT grants the ability for AI to generate text, while on the other side, ChatGPT is optimized for dialogue and content filters. So here are the key differences between the versions of GPT. So GPT-1, the first version of GPT, was relatively small model compared to its successor with 117 million parameters. So it was capable of generating coherent text but had limited context understanding and a smaller training dataset. So this version was primarily a proof of concept for the transformer architecture and its potential application. Now, a GPT-2 was a significant improvement over GPT-1 with a staggering 1.5 billion parameters, and it demonstrated an impressive ability to generate high-quality text that appeared human-like. However, its initial release was limited due to the concerns about its potential misuse. GPT-2 also struggled with context understanding and consistency, often producing text that was coherent but not always accurate or sensible. GPT-3 with 175 billion parameters took the capabilities of GPT-2 to a whole new level. It was capable of generating text that was not only coherent but also contextually accurate and consistent. So GPT-3 also introduced the concept of few-shot learning, where the model could perform tasks with a little to no additional training data. However, GPT-3 was resource intensive and had a high computational cost. So ChatGPT, which is based on GPT-4 architecture, addressed some of the limitation of GPT-3 by improving its efficiency and responsiveness. So the model size and computational requirement have been optimized, making it more accessible and practical for a wider range of application. It is also designed to be more focused on conversational AI, providing more accurate, coherent, and contextually relevant responses. Now, ChatGPT has version 3 and 4 as of the recording of this video, and we can compare them across four main aspects. So first, it has actually advanced reasoning and response accuracy. So when it comes to this kind of aspect, ChatGPT 4 has improved algorithms and has been trained on a wider range of prompts, including malicious ones. So this results in better advanced reasoning capabilities, higher accuracy, and more concise responses compared to ChatGPT 3. Next up, it's I have the multimodal understanding of ChatGPT 4 has a like a different like dramatical significant improvement over ChatGPT 3 due to its multimodal capabilities. So while ChatGPT 3 was limited to text inputs and responses, ChatGPT 4 can understand, analyze images, which increases its potential use cases and make it more versatile, especially for assisting users with visual impairment or other specific needs. Next up, when it comes to processing capacity, ChatGPT 4 can process up to 25,000 words at once, which is 8 times more than ChatGPT 3's capacity. This allows ChatGPT 4 to handle larger documents and make it more efficient for certain work environments. Additionally, ChatGPT 4 outperforms ChatGPT 3 by up to 16% on common machine learning benchmark and is better equipped for multilingual tasks, making it more accessible to non-English speakers. Next up, when it comes to content filtering and factual responses, ChatGPT 4 is 82% less likely to respond to requests for disallowed content compared to ChatGPT 3 and is 40% more likely to produce factual responses. Now, this makes ChatGPT 4 safer for users, and as it is less likely to respond to malicious requests. However, it is essential to note that the system is not perfect and may occasionally produce non-factual response or responses to disallowed content. So ChatGPT 4 offers significant improvement over ChatGPT 3 in terms of reasoning, multimodal understanding, processing capacity, and content filtering. And these advancements make ChatGPT 4 more versatile, efficient, and safer for users with a broader range of applications and improved accessibility. So to summarize, ChatGPT 4 is an app, and a GPT is the brain behind that app. Prompt engineering is a critical skill for working with natural language processing models like ChatGPT. So, in this video, we will provide a comprehensive introduction to prompt engineering and we'll also focus on using ChatGPT to create effective and user friendly prompts. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and dive into the principles of prompt engineering and real world applications. Now, a prompt is a text input that guides the model's response. In this case, our model is ChatGPT. Now, in this modern age where artificial intelligence is evolving really fast, creating effective prompts is an art and a science that requires a deep understanding of the model's capabilities as well as user needs and preferences. So there are actually some type of prompts, and the first one we'll be looking at is information retrieval. So this type of prompt that is designed to extract specific facts or data from the model. So let's take a look at how this looks like inside a ChatGPT. So let me just pull up my ChatGPT here. So you can see that I have it on my browser, and you can easily access ChatGPT by going to chat.openai.com, and I'll be including this link on your tutorial assets folder. Now the interface is pretty simple. So you have this text field here where you can prompt your message, and right here, if you want to create a new chat, you can just click on a new chat, and then your history chats will be saved here. So right now I'm actually subscribed. I'm using ChatGPT Plus. That's why if I click this drop down, I can choose different models. But then if you are using the free subscription, you'll be using GPT 3.5 or the model GPT 3.5 by default. So I'm gonna be using a GPT-4, and you can see the difference on each model here. So for GPT-4, the reasoning is actually quite high, and the conciseness is also quite high. The speed is actually just in the middle actually, but then with the default, the speed is actually good. But then the reasoning is like just in the middle, and the conciseness might not need some improvements. So down here, if we'll actually be using like informational retrieval type of prompt, it would say something like what, let's say, what is the capital city of France? And then you can just press enter. So you don't need to put in any other commands or any other prompts. You can just directly go ahead and ask your question inside ChatGPT. So I can just hit enter on your, or you can click this icon here to confirm that prompt. And at that point, the ChatGPT model will actually give you the appropriate response to that prompt. Now, another type of prompt would be the creative generation. Now, this type of prompt is aiming to stimulate the model's creativity and generate a unique content. So, for example, if I go back to ChatGPT here, so let me just pull it up on my screen again. And let's say I want to have it generate a content. I can just say, write a short story about a robot who discovers a hidden talent for painting. And I can just press enter here. Now it will generate its own storyline, and it will actually keep it short. Now while this is actually still typing here, you can see down here we have also a different command that you can use. You can clear the conversation. So this will actually clear out all of the conversation or the history that you have here. You also have this light mode or dark mode. So right now I'm actually using dark mode. You can also check your account. It's actually going to be routing you to another page where you can see the type of subscription you have. If you need some updates and actually want to check, or if you have some questions and you need some help about the application, you can go here. And you can also log out your account if you need to. At this point, while it's generating the response, you can stop the generation in the middle, and you can actually just go up or scroll with your mouse here, and you can modify the prompt that you made if you want to. So you can just click this icon, and that would let you edit the prompts that you've made. You can also like put a thumbs up or a thumbs down on the response that the model made if you want to. And down here you can see that we have this three dot, meaning that ChatGPT is still doing the response, or still actually in the progress of creating the response here. So you can see that it's actually creating like a story here, and it's for a book. It's actually quite short, but then you can see that if we're actually waiting on this one, it's quite long. But then it's actually a story, so it actually needs to be like a bit long here, or just have a few paragraphs. But then you can see that it had generated this story here. It actually used or created a creative generation type of prompt here. So aside from a story content, of course, you could ask it to generate a different type of content here. Now, the other type of prompt that you can use is opinion and analysis. So this type of prompt seeks the model's opinion or analysis on a topic. So some of the examples that we can actually ask it or ask ChatGPT to do to give us a like a type of prompt for opinion and analysis is, for example, we can ask it to give us response on what are the pros and cons of using solar energy, and we can actually press enter. Now, ChatGPT would be using its algorithms and give you information about the advantage and disadvantage of using a solar energy. You can actually pretty much ask everything or almost everything, but then its information are actually limited after 2021. So you can just try to just keep experimenting with your prompts here. So let me just go back to our presentation here. Now, another type of a prompt would be instruction based. So this type of prompt is actually like a task that requires the model to follow basic or a specific instruction to provide an output. Now, one example of is this is like a question that you can give is to list 5 healthy breakfast option in bullet points, and the response that you would be expecting is that like it would be giving you a list of healthy breakfast option. Now, the structure of your prompts is really important when you're working inside ChatGPT because it will give you like the appropriate response based on your prompt inside the application. So before you do your prompts inside the application or ChatGPT, just be mindful of this prompt structure to make sure that you're getting the response that you want. So the first thing that you might want to look at is to have a clear communication and the desired output. So just make sure your prompt tells the model exactly what you want as a response, and be specific about the information or format that you're looking for. So, for example, if I go back to our ChatGPT application here, instead of like telling it like let's say tell me about a healthy breakfast,